everybody. Kelly Mank, Executive Director for BNI Maine. We're going to continue our series on the BNI core values. And the 7 core values that we talk about are givers gain.
And the fun thing we're going to do today, building relationships, and we're going to have each member of the barbecue here introduce one of the core values.
Absolutely.
So,
Lifelong learning.
Traditions and innovation.
Positive attitude. Accountability.
Recognition.
Fantastic. We are at a social up in Bangor, a cross-regional, cross-chapter social, and I am here with Peter. He is our 2022 Awards Gala winner for our Core Value Award, Building Relationships. Peter is with Lifestyle Properties of Maine. He's a phenomenal real estate agent who can help us out with all of our real estate agent needs up here in the Bangor North, Bangor region area. So Peter, tell me about the importance of building relationships and what it does for you.
absolutely. First, very thankful that you came up today, and I know you're not feeling well, but we appreciate you guys so much and what you do to help us build our businesses.
Thank you.
But episode 304 is what I kind of wanted to focus on today, building relationships. And the first topic I like to hit on is time, and it takes time to build relationships. And I know when I first got into BNI, it was at least a year before I started to see some good referrals come in.
As a real estate agent, I mean, yeah, you got to build trust.
You got to build trust. So if you're brand new into BNI, you do need to put the time in to build those relationships. And then I think the next thing too would be, I call it 10 o'clock, is do you have people in your chapter that if you were in a bind, could you call them at 10 o'clock? Would you feel comfortable calling them at 10 o'clock at night? And literally, I'm listening to this podcast and I start laughing when I hear that because I had this happen recently. I had a friend of mine booked a trip to Texas and had to get to a class reunion the next day. I get a text at 9:30 at night that says, "Hey, I'm stuck in Chicago at an airport. I don't know what to do. They're telling me I can't get out of here for 2 days." So I'm thinking, well, I've got one of the best travel agents in the state of Maine. So I reach out to Denise at Milne Travel. And I'm like, "Denise, it's like 9:45 at night. Can you help?" And she did.
Yeah.
Denise, now it's 10 o'clock at night, and Denise is making these arrangements for my friend to be able to get to Texas on time, and she pulled it off.
Yep.
Now my friend didn't book her trip with Denise, but Denise is willing to help out.
Yeah.
So that is so powerful.
Yeah, the relationships are so strong. I tell people all the time, the people who I've met through BNI are the people who I would call in the middle of the night if something was wrong with one of my kids. Like, it's crazy.
It is. Yeah, so very powerful. And I think the last thing I kind of want to hit on was that, do you know, a good enough relationship, do you know 3 products and services that member does well? So like, for instance, Tim Davis, Tim's Plumbing in our group, I know water pumps, water treatment, and water heaters. So if I'm looking at a house and the guy says, "Yeah, my water's bad,"
Which one? Yeah.
Tim Davis. So I think really it's all about building the relationships, and then the referrals will come from that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And when we say building relationships, people are like, "Oh, I'm friends with everybody." Well, no, this brings it to the next level. And we talk about how, people who know, like, and trust you do business with you, but do you have that type of business relationship with them to get the referrals and to have the trust in passing and receiving referrals and to really help someone grow their business? So, yeah.
Great point. And it goes deep. I mean, I know, like, Tim and I know he's a huge Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. We've been to football games together. I know his wife works in the office. So you're going deeper than just those surface relationships you might find in other types of referral groups.
Very true. Well, thank you so much for doing this with us.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you guys, everybody, for watching, and happy networking.